Welcome to Tune-Up episode number 4.
Man, is this only number 4? I feel like we've been doing this for years. Anyway, this episode is going to be full of updates on our project cars, updates on our giveaways, a bunch of stickers that people have sent us, random stuff that you're going to enjoy. For starters, we're going to give you an update on our giveaways, including the one that we announced with AEM Performance Electronics in a semi-recent episode on Connie Celica. We showed you that fuel pump that we installed in Connie's fuel tank. It was their 340 liter per hour pump. And we also showed you this X Series inline wideband controller, which is not going in Connie, it's going in one of our other projects. But we said, hey, you know what? Let's share the wealth here. We're going to give away one of these and one of those fuel pumps to one of you guys.
AM is feeling generous.
They are, yeah. We're lucky to have the support of companies like this that are just willing to hook you guys up with the good stuff. So all you have to do, just like with the Koenig giveaway, is sign up to our Hot Lap Club. So go to speedacademy.shop and sign up for our Hot Lap Club. It's just an email update that you get once every week or two on projects, on sales that we're running, on lapping days. If we're going to a lapping day, we'll let you know in those kind of things.
Make sure to sign up for their social pages as well. So like AEM's Facebook, Instagram, and that's it.
Yeah.
And you're automatically signed up. And if you all are already a Hot Lap Club member, then you're already entered. Just make sure that you've liked AEM's social pages.
Yeah, it's really that easy. No strings attached. That's how you get free stuff. So that's the update on the AEM. Are we going to update them on the Koenig winner now?
Yeah, we have to. We haven't done that yet.
Deal. So yeah, I did a draw on last Saturday. Last Friday. It was a holiday. It was Easter Friday. So
not planning on our part.
I sat in front of my computer in my pajamas and picked a winner using a random number generator off the internet. I took everyone's email address, plopped it in that random list generator, hit the randomize button. It randomized that list, and I picked the email at the top of that as our winner. So we found us a winner in California.
Jose,
right? That's right. And we've been in touch with him via email, so he knows he's won. He's stoked on it. He's taken his time picking the style and color that he wants for his 2003 Honda Civic. So we will ship those wheels out. Well, we won't. Koenig will ship those wheels out to Jose as soon as he's made his choice. So congrats, Jose. Slow clap, golf clap, everyone, golf clap. It's just that easy. We gave away a set of wheels, PT.
I know.
It feels pretty good.
It does feel good.
So we'll try to do more giveaways. Obviously, we've got the AEM one coming. And we've got some other stuff to give away too, right?
Movement contacted me about a week ago and said, hey, would you like to share some of our products on our social pages? Yeah. And I said, well, I'll do you one better. How about we give some away to our audience? So we've got one of their watches.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, it is.
Well, thank you, Movement, for sending this to us. We really do appreciate it, but we do want to share the wealth, so we're going to give this away. So same as our other contests, just sign up for our Hot Lap Club, go and like their social media pages on Facebook and Instagram, and we're going to give these away on April 20th.
That's right.
So that's a Friday.
Coming up real soon.
Hopefully not another holiday, so I can shoot the winner update in my actual clothing and not my pajamas. We should mention, though, that I think in our first tune-up or our second tune-up, we gave people an address to send stickers.
Yes.
And we have had some people send us stickers, which are pretty hilarious. I particularly like this bloodied samurai with, like, deer antlers. I don't know what he's about, but he's cool looking.
It's already...
He's made his way onto the cabinets over there.
On the cabinet, that's right.
Our friends at Sick Nation, which are from Lithuania, sent us a whole bunch of stuff, including stickers. They sent us these really cool wooden
the coasters are really neat.
That are wheels. So like that's a vintage work wheel, I think. Yeah. You've got your classic Anki RPF1 there. So that's pretty neat. And they sent us some really nice t-shirts too. We'll show you those t-shirts. We're going to keep this stuff for now, but this may all get given away at some point.
Who knows, actually. That's not a bad idea. We could just
keep giving everything away.
Giveaway list.
We could. I don't remember who these guys
are.
SFR,
Soulful Racing.
Soulful Racing. Okay, they sent us some stickers.
They actually do a bunch of tuning on, Hyundai Genesis.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
so they're big into that. They're actually, I think, one of the forefront people that work on them, that tune them. So if you've got a Gen Coupe, as I think people call them, and you're looking for some extra power, definitely hit them up.
Yeah. Last but not least, our friends at Bad Obsession Motorsports, Nick and Richard, sent us a bunch of stuff. We sent them some stuff too. So we did a little swag exchange program. They sent us stickers. They sent us this nice mug, some keychains. In other news, we've been pretty lazy about putting dash cams into our cars.
We certainly have been.
But frankly, traffic around here is bad enough that it's a really good idea.
Yeah. And my commute's long enough where I was always like, if somebody hits me here, I'm not going to have video proof. And I think there's certainly a worthwhile investment. I just haven't had the time to do a lot of checking and figuring out which one. And there's definitely a spectrum, right? There's like really, really cheap ones, which I actually did try. I traded a guy, I don't remember for what, but it was like a $30 cheap camera, and it sucked.
Did it?
So I would not recommend.
720p or 480p.
It wasn't even that. It was 1080, but the wide angle wasn't wide enough. It didn't record very well. Yeah, like it had very low battery. The way it hooked up was kind of chintzy. So it was a $30 dash cam.
Yeah, who knew?
Then there's like the real high-end ones which are like $400 or $500, and that does seem like a big investment. I mean, it may be good for some people, but I was like trying to find something within the $100 to $150 range, and I came across this company called Vantrue.
Yeah.
And they sent us 2 dash cams, and we've been using them.
Yeah.
And I have to say, awesome.
Yeah, the quality
Really
of
awesome.
the footage is really good.
Like compared to the other camera that I had, the footage is spectacular, both day and night. It's got a good field of view.
Yeah.
It was super easy to hook up. Like my big thing is, I'm not into the whole specs. I know a lot of these cameras come with bells and whistles. You can change some stuff around. I just kind of want to plug it in, set it, and forget it.
Yeah,
and it works well in that sense.
Yeah.
This one triggers on the cigarette lighter. So if you plug it in, usually you turn your car off, it turns the cigarette lighter off.
Yeah.
And that way the camera shuts down. So it's been great in that sense. It's got an internal battery in case you do want to run it. So I've been really, really impressed with it.
Yeah, it's nice too that it makes a little beep noise when it powers on and off, so you know it's turning itself on and off. It's not going to kill your battery.
Yeah.
And I also like the fact that it's very unobtrusive. It's small. It's like smaller than a credit card. It takes a mini SD card, which I bought at the drugstore for $20.
Yeah.
So, and having downloaded the footage, it does a nice thing where it separates your normal driving footage from an event. So if it senses that like you're stomping on the brakes really hard, it drops that file into the event folder so you can find it quickly.
Right, cool,
and see what happened.
If you're interested in it, there's more information in the Amazon link and description the description in this video below.
Yes. Speaking of the Tundra, you've done a little upgrade to the headlights. The old ones were pretty yellow.
Yeah, that was always a sore spot for me, and we actually looked into aftermarket projector headlights, and they just don't look
They look a
good.
little ricey, maybe.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And because of that, I've been looking for a better lighting solution, and again, someone contacted us, this company called NAO, and said, hey, we've got some LED lights. Would you like to try them? And I said, sure, why not? This is a good opportunity for the Tundra. So the install was pretty quick and easy. They're a little bit bulkier than the regular lights, so there's a bit of a real estate problem on the Tundra. I was able to fit it after moving the headlight a little bit, but that's per application. Who knows if yours might be the same in that sense. But the results do speak for themselves. The LED lights are so much brighter.
Yeah.
So
and a nice white light. Where the OEMs were very yellowy looking.
They were. It's just this Tundra has like the cheapest halogen setup, unfortunately, in that sense. So
no, nice upgrade for sure. It'll be interesting to actually drive around at night and see what the difference is like, which we will report back on. And oh, by the way, didn't they offer a discount code?
They did. So once again, if you go to the description below, the link in the description below, there is a 5% coupon code for you guys to get 5% off on these LED lights.
All right. Car hoist.
Yes.
So we still don't have a hoist in here, which is driving us kind of crazy.
It is.
It's not ideal. We have this big space and no lifts.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And we wanted to get some recommendations from you guys in terms of what your thoughts are, experiences with hoists. We've been kind of looking at 2 ways to do this, and that is to buy a cheap China one that's kind of not the super cheap model, but kind of, the upper end-ish one, around the $2,000 range, or go used and buy a older but higher quality like rotary lift. But anyways, let us know what you think in terms of car hoists, 2 posts, what you recommend.
Yeah. Why don't we move on to some funny comments on the internet? Chirps of the week.
Chirps of the week.
Let's do some chirps
Yes.
here. Why don't we start with Beto Spec Toyota?
Oh man, this was a goodie.
This was a gem. He commented on James Houghton's time attack lap from Grid Life 2 years ago.
Yes.
So this is a fairly old video that he's commented on. James Houghton's Type R being, at the time, I think the fastest front-wheel drive car ever around Gingerman Raceway. He might still hold the record there. Anyway, this commenter had this to say: paddle shift and one more gear. Never lift off the gas. Go in and out, off the brake only. Hold it pinned is how I drive. Add bigger disc brakes, dual calipers front and rear, and head shave 25 seconds off best lap.
I don't know if that's just a wicked troll or if this guy is convinced that James could actually shave, let alone any car, 25 seconds
Yeah.
off
That's
of
either a really
their time.
funny comment meant to be comical, or it's really bad English by someone who knows nothing about racing and has watched too many Fast and Furious movies.
Right, I could
played
not,
too many Gran Turismos.
I can't figure
I'm
it out.
guessing it's the
But it was
second.
awesome.
It was awesome.
It certainly
Yes.
triggered me while I was going through all the comments. Like, whoa,
Yes.
whoa, what is going on? The
Thank
internet
you,
should know
Beto
about
Spec
this.
Toyota, for making us laugh.
Yeah.
That was a goodie. We also spotted a comment, or actually Dove from Enviado spotted a comment in a Subaru group on Facebook called Rumble Nation. That's a pretty good tip that the quality of comments in there is going to be very high. So they were discussing us for whatever reason. I don't know the context of it, but apparently we are very wealthy, and they want to know what we did before this. And then they went on to say that the Asian guy, meaning Ken, is a surgeon, but he doesn't work with us anymore, and that we're wealthy businessmen.
Oof. I do like the idea of that.
All of this is very
I think I
appealing
would
to us.
love that.
But totally false.
Yeah.
Ken is, as we've mentioned in many videos, a nurse, an ER nurse.
He is.
He's not a surgeon.
Not a surgeon, no.
And although we are businessmen of sorts, we certainly aren't wealthy businessmen.
No, definitely not.
kind of the
our
opposite of
business
that.
is building $10,000 cars to make them go fast.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's all relative, and we do use some quality components on our cars, and you know, like our builds are usually on a budget in the $20,000 to $30,000 range, which to some people might make us seem like we're rich, but not surgeon rich.
Yeah, we certainly aren't.
You know, we're
and this is a business.
This is a business.
That's what we have to do. So for us, we do have to spend money, and I think a lot of people look at it as, you know, us being just like hobbyists and whatnot, and this is our little play money on the side. So it can look like there's a lot of money being spent here and there, but it really comes down to this is how we try to make a living, and we're trying to do that. And
yeah, truth be told, most of the money we generate with this business gets spent on the stuff you see in our videos.
Exactly.
We basically don't pay ourselves much, if anything. All right, how about a drift car build update?
Some people were asking about that.
Okay.
And it's still a go. We're just, like with most things, behind
a little bit
on stuff. So
We are.
unfortunately, that means we're probably looking at another, man, I want to say a month, but I think it's going to be
2 months probably.
month to 2 months. So it's going to be more of a summer start on that build series, just because we've
not a
got
bad
the 240 to finish. We really want to get that car done.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to get into the spiral of creating too many projects and then jumping from video to video.
Yeah.
So our mandate this year is just to kind of work on one project or 2 projects max, and then finish those up and move on to the next ones.
Yeah, I mean, that raises an interesting point. Let us know in the comments if you like our builds being put out in a serial manner, meaning like finish a build and then start a new one and finish it and then start a new one and finish it, or if you enjoy the variety of us mixing stuff in. We think it's probably better to do them one at a time, even just from our own time management standpoint.
Yeah.
But let us know what you think on that. All right. So we're gonna head south. We're going down to Sickie.
Yeah.
And the
Fortunato.
related to some drift build stuff.
Yeah, like the last week of April, I think.
Yeah, April 25th, I think we're driving down around there. And we were thinking, you know what, while we have the Tundra and the trailer with us, if any of you guys know of a S2000 engine for sale along the East Coast, so Sickie is in
I think
Virginia?
It's in Virginia, yeah.
Or Fortunato's in
Like
Virginia,
closer-
and Sicky's a little north of there?
Yeah. So
Draw
anywhere
and,
down that. I'll put a map back here.
Yeah, there you go. A map's a
And
good
if
idea.
you,
If you live in
you're
the area, and
in
you
that
know of
area,
that-
and you know of an S2000 motor, we are still waiting for our other one to be rebuilt. But it's just taking so long that if one of you guys has a good condition S2K motor that's ready to go for a reasonable price, we may just pick it up.
Yeah, we'd love to get that car back in action, and then the motor that we're building, we can
We'll
revisit
rebuild
about,
and
you know.
reuse at another point, right?
Yeah, so it would certainly won't go
Still
to waste.
win-win for us.
Yeah, so help us shop for an engine. K240 swap. Apparently, there's been some comments that it's too complicated.
Yeah. Well, it is complicated. We're putting a front-wheel drive engine into a rear-wheel drive platform.
Yeah.
Yes, it does require a lot of fab work, and it is complicated, and the result, for some people may not be what you're thinking. Of course, the V8 swap for power is an easier swap, but yeah, that swap also requires a lot of fabrication. It's not as easy, and I think it's just difficult to a certain extent for people to grasp the amount of work that goes into engine swaps, especially one that people haven't done before. Now
Yeah.
you get to see firsthand how much trial and error, how much work, how much customization there really, really is, right?
Yeah, to me, that's the beauty of that swap, is that we're showing people a swap that's never really been documented before. And so we're learning as we go. We get to share that process with you. Had we done a V8 swap, we would have used a Sicky kit, and it would have bolted in there, and we would have been done in a few days. And that's something we may do in the future, because a V8 swap is always a fun thing to do.
It is, exactly.
But this is a different kind of a challenge, and we thought it'd be fun to share that. And frankly, we just think a K motor in an S chassis is pretty badass.
Pretty damn cool, yeah. And
gonna be a lot of
again,
fun.
this may be version 1, right?
Yeah.
We may run into issues and whatnot. We're not saying we know how to do this the best. We're kind of doing it our way and what we think is the right way.
Yeah. I think that's a wrap on episode number 4. I don't know what's in store for you guys in episode number 5, because we don't know what we're going to be doing between now and then. We'll try to keep these things coming to you once every week or two.
Yeah.
We'll have more random stuff to update you on. Maybe by the time we do the next one, we'll have a winner for our movement watch stuff, or even
probably a
our,
good time to
our
do that, yeah.
AEM stuff. So we'll have some updates for you on that. And let us know in the comment section if there's anything in particular you want us to talk about. We're always happy to answer your questions, or just comment on your comments.
That's right.
Let's make the comments entertaining.